And we are finally back with another. We are back at the top of another Savage stream. Let me line up my camera here. You guys, thanks to everyone liking, subscribing, commenting, sharing, all that stuff that we're supposed to do as good subscribers. You guys are the true savages up in here. So I don't know what everybody's been up to. I've been kind of busy the last couple of days. I know I haven't streamed, and sometimes life gets in the way. So that's basically what has happened this week. But we're back on track now. I should be pretty good from here on out. I don't think that I'll need to take a night off anytime soon. I think I'll be all right for at least a couple weeks here. So let's get into what we are looking at tonight. Basically, the team over at Conceal, those guys are freaking awesome. They're always super busy. Hardworking team. They never really stop working. They've made some updates to their desktop wallet, probably in support of some incredible updates that they have coming out pretty soon. By the end of the year, we should see some pretty significant things going on with this project. And by the end of this video, you'll know how to upgrade your Conceal desktop wallet to the latest release. I know it's not really in the title or the description. Well, I did put it in the description, but I think the title doesn't even mention the wallet. But because I did want to kind of cover some project updates as well, so I didn't want to, confuse anybody or anything. We're going to talk about the project, plus we're going to update the wallet. So we'll also go over how to withdraw staked coins, because I've got a wallet here that has some staked coins in it that I need to withdraw and restake. So we're going to go through that. But first I want to talk about a few other things. Some of the things going on with the project is the upcoming consensus, and that takes place from Sunday, September 13th until Sunday, September 27th. And you might be asking, okay, so what is consensus? You hear it a lot in the crypto community regarding blockchains and all that kind of stuff. But basically, for consensus, and this is kind of common in the crypto community for open source, or not even open source, but open community, right? So community-driven projects like Conceal. So every year, the community and the Conceal team discuss and vote on different features or future features, future development on the project, and they do this on their Discord server in the Consensus channel. I think that's actually the name of the channel is Consensus. So they'll eventually consolidate a lot of people's comments and recommendations for the project from the community, and then they'll have the community vote on it. And it's just a way to drive the project forward. And from a community developed standpoint, even though the community isn't really the ones doing the coding, right? So it's a great way to run a project such as Conceal. So I dig it. I like that way of doing business. Now it really looks. I'm really looking forward to this consensus. But I mean, these guys are already working on some pretty incredible stuff that should be done, like I said at the top there, by the end of the year. So this is going to be, I know these guys are super busy, and I'm going to talk about a couple other things that they've implemented recently that's just crazy that they're able to do all this and stick to the roadmap or recommendations from the community. So I think this is something really cool and hardworking team. These guys are awesome. I can't believe that they're still, I mean, it's a I think I commented on someone's post on or a tweet about show me basically a undervalued project, and of course the two that come to mind for me always are going to be CCX and Zel. So they are, and I think I commented on that particular post that they are criminally undervalued. I know other people have used that term before, but I mean, it really is. I mean, they're down now. They're back to 700. They're under 1 million again. Now, I think at their height, whenever they had that really strong pump last year in, I think it was May or June of last year, they went up to like 84 cents or something like that. They were over 3 million market cap at the time. So, right now they're below 1 million. So it's definitely a micro cap or whatever. It's actually not even, it's like a nano cap or something like that. It's not even a micro cap. So it's just a small team, small project, but yeah, solid, hardworking guys over there. And looking for some really cool things coming out here soon, hopefully soon. So let's get back to this here. Something that, everybody's been on this whole yield farming and DeFi thing here. Well, one of the things that they implemented to kind of accommodate these yield farming freaks is WCCX. So they introduced a wrapped CCX. I did a video on it a little while back. They are also working on a lot of other things, but something that kind of held them up a little bit in this development, I think, was the huge increase in Ethereum gas fees for operating on the network. So they were kind of stunted in that regard because of those high fees. Probably kind of dealt with, precluded them from growing as fast as we thought they might. You'll see in a minute, like whenever I get into their actual contract and not the contract, but their pool and all that stuff. There's just not a lot of liquidity there like you see in these crazy liquidity pools that are out there and stuff. So we'll talk about that a little bit. I think I actually did bring up an article about it. I think I read this whole article one time. I didn't read the article online or during a stream, but I did talk about it during a stream. So don't want to beat that up too much here. Just know that they are, working with the current environment of DeFi. And one thing about this particular project, if one aspect of DeFi is to earn interest on staked coins, and this project was built on that, right? So this is something that they've been doing since inception, since they launched in 2018. So they are like original DeFi, because one of their parts of their project is to earn interest on staked coins, cold staked coins. You don't even have to have the wallet open or anything. So they've been doing this stuff for a really long time. So it's kind of cool to see them kind of dive off into the DeFi with the wrapped CCX on the Ethereum network and all that stuff. It's kind of neat to see that from the project. So kudos to those guys for implementing that type of stuff. So WCCX stands for Wrapped Conceal, and it is basically a simple, well, I don't know how simple it is, but it's an ERC token, and I think it's the very first one that was privacy-based. Based on CryptoNote anyway, and which is kind of cool because that means that you can you can earn all your Ethereum value, right, and then get it into a privacy coin, which would be CCX. So once you swap it back to CCX, you're kind of converting your earned Ethereum into a privacy coin. I think that is phenomenal. That is a great value that the project provides, because I don't know if anybody else is doing that. No one really cares. It's like the Wild West out there right now with, yield farming and all the stuff that's going on with swap pools and liquidity pools and all that stuff. So, it's still neat to see them dive into this, though. So 1 WCCX equals 1 CCX, and the purpose of WCCX is simple, and this is straight from their website here. It says to create a leveraged stablecoin trades as a yield aggregator for lending platforms that rebalances for the highest yield during contract interaction. So that's yield farming, basically yield farming defined right there. Liquidity pools, known as LPs, they earn additional interest on their yield-bearing tokens, where traders can even create leveraged positions, which I think most of the pools do, like I'm calling them pools, like Sushi Swap and Uniswap. Those have access to the pools anyway. And let's see here. Yeah, so you can kind of see here, I do have, not this, I do have, where did it go? I must have closed it. Okay, so let's come over here. Open up a new wallet here. I think this is already here. Oh, wait. Okay, there it is. All right, so yeah, it showed up. All right, so you can see that I've got Metamask open here. I want to say that I thought I would be able to just search for it because it should already be in here, but let me go and grab the address here of the contract for WCCX. somewhere I can copy it right here. Let's see if that's it. Should be it. Yeah, there we go. So see it, found it, you know, WCCX right there, and then next. And you can see that I have 47 CCX staked right now. I think I paid, because of gas fees at the time, I want to say that this was the transaction that costed me, I want to say it cost me $13 for a $60 swap from ETH to WCCX. I think it's something like that. So that's why I only have like 47 left in here, because I got ate up on fees, which happens a lot. Or it has been happening. Now, lately it hasn't been so bad, but you know, whenever I first did this video on WCCX, it was really bad. So having an ERC token representation has the distinct advantage, this is from their website also, or this might be from their Medium post. It has the advantage of integration into the Ethereum ecosystem, which includes wallets, dApps. You can see right here that this is a wallet. This is Metamask, right, which is Ethereum network, and it's got WCCX in it. So you see it in real time happening right in front of you. And they have, it includes dApps, smart contracts. So basically imagine a decentralized and private gateway from ETH. Once you convert WCCX to CCX, then you have pure anonymity, which is, you know, kind of important in the cryptocurrency space. All right, so something else, let's see here. If we look at their historical data for gas tracking, this is way lower, way lower than it has been recently. I want to say that this got over 300, something like that on the high side. I want to say that it was 150 minimum or something like that. I don't know. I'm just kind of throwing some numbers out there, but you can see that it is actually decreased. I think if you go to the last page here that's documented, let's see here. Yeah, it's only 7 hours ago, so you can see how things have kind of stabled out, and it is lower than it has been recently. I mean, it was huge there before, so I don't know if maybe there's a way I can see history here. Yeah, it's not going to show me a history of gas here, but anyway, just know that it's a little bit cheaper now than it has been recently. All right, so that's good to see. CCX is also on Uniswap now, so you can actually just look them up on Uniswap and do you see here that there's not like a ton of liquidity here, but they are there. So hopefully once things start moving in the right direction for the team, probably once they do some, you know, feature releases and things like that coming out before the end of the year, maybe it'll draw a little bit more interest into the project and get them on the right track. They are also, not that they're off track, they are on the right track. I'm just saying in terms of actual value, right? And they're also working on their own DEX, and I think that this is being worked on a lot lately. It seems like I remember, where did that go? Okay, so for some reason it shot over here on the other screen. Let's move this over here. I don't remember some of these features in here. So I am connected to my wallet, Metamask. It looks like this is in development. This is not something that is completed as far as I know. I don't believe that they have completed this. Not that they ever really complete anything, but I don't even think it's like where they want to tell people about it at this point. I think that they do talk briefly about it on their Discord, but it does have a fiat gateway, which I think is really cool. I haven't tried it, so I don't know if, you know, if your credit card actually supports it, then you can, you know, use fiat and do a fiat gateway or a fiat on-ramp right here to get onto the cryptocurrency space. And in this case, it would be, you know, Ethereum. I don't know what all you can buy here. I think that this is supported. It's definitely supported by an outside. This is like a McAfee DEX, I believe. So whatever gateway they have here, I'm not too familiar with it, but it is a way, you know, a fiat on-ramp. And then they also have DeFi. So this is where they're working on pools, I believe, right? Liquidity, collateral. Yeah, so this is like a pool, I guess, is what they're looking for here. So that's going to be cool as well. still working on stuff. They got a swap here also. So I think all this is still being worked on, so you kind of have to just take it for what it is here. You can also buy ETH. I think this is through Moon something, I believe. Some outside, MoonPay. So another outside service here for that. But another way to on-ramp it by buying ETH. So just cool stuff. I mean, cool development that you see from a super busy team. You know, it is what it is. So, all right, let me close this down. I'm gonna check the chat real quick. See what you guys are yelling at me about over here. Oh, ETH is making a move while I'm streaming. All right, all right. Hey, that's good to see. This is good to see. It's all good to see. I like green. That's why it's green behind me, because I knew that there was some green out here, but we were only up like 1%, 24-hour time frame anyway, since yesterday. So, all right, cool stuff. Good to see some green. Thanks for that, Nefarious. I appreciate it. It's always good whenever, you know, whenever the market does well while I'm streaming. There's been a few cases where I've made a comment about a project and then like the next day it went ballistic. That happened with Loki. I mentioned like not too many people. That was back when you could mine them, or GPU mine them, and I had made a comment about them. I think I did a show on Monday and mentioned them, or maybe I just mentioned them during the show. But anyway, the next day they like pumped something like 300% or something. It was crazy. So yeah, used to have the touch. Not so much anymore though. All right, let's see. We are going to look at updating our Conceal wallet. So some of the updates that they have implemented here. You can see that I'm on 6.2.0, so I have not updated yet. So that's what we are actually going to go through. And I probably will do, just to jump back real quick on the DEX, I will once I get a better feel for it, I'll probably do another video on the DEX itself, because I think that that's important. So I will, and plus I have to look, I have to know that it's actually ready for prime time, right? That's another thing. I have to talk to the team and see if it's good to go. It might already be, I don't know, maybe I'm just looking at it wrong, but it just seems like it's still in development. So, all right. So one of the updates that they have here is a support for, this is going to be in 6.2.1, which we're going to update to, is going to be for full screen support. So if you went full screen right now, you can see how it cuts it off, right? This isn't like ideal, you know, I'm assuming. I have not updated. This is going to be a real-time update, guys. So I think that I'm assuming that this is going to expand in some way, or it probably won't just center. I would imagine that the text and everything is going to get larger. I don't know for sure, but we're going to try it out. We're going to test that out once we actually update the wallet. They're also going to add some local fiat currencies, I think, right? So if we go to settings, I think they'll probably add some more in here. I'm assuming that's what they mean by that. There's going to be an improved password prompt. I'm assuming whenever you go to send or receive or open a wallet, or send or open a wallet, there'll be some type of a new password prompt. There's going to be a seed confirmation screen. I believe that whenever you go to like settings and you want to show your private keys, if I were to click on this, like it would just show up, I think. I don't know if maybe there's like going to be like a password or two different, you know, warnings basically for, hey, you're about to expose your private keys or whatever. I don't know what that is. We'll look at that once we get there. The core of the program has been updated to 6.2.1, and there's also a new output selection algorithm, which I don't know what that means. Output selection algorithm. Not sure. Might have to ask them about that to see what that's about. All right, so let's go through the process real quick of how to update this wallet. So if I navigate over here, let me open up this. Let me clean this up just a little bit, and then I'll pull it back over there. Let's see, how can I do this? Not that. All right, so yeah, I didn't need to really do anything. All right, so if we go over here to my wallets, we go to CCX, you can see these are old here, so I think it's under Conceal Wallet. Yeah, so I have a lot of different wallets here, okay? You can see these different wallets and address books. I have all these wallets because at one time on the shared rigs we were mining CCX. We haven't in a while, but we were mining CCX for more than a year, and each rig had their own wallet, and it just made it more fair across the board with which rig earned how much CCX, right? For profit distribution, although for the past month or past year there really hasn't been any. So that's a whole other story, but this is how it was broken down. So there's a lot of wallets in here. My point being is that if you're going to back up your wallets, you know, a lot of people are just going to be simply backing up the whole folder. But in this case, I'm just going to highlight the things that I think need to be updated, or I'm sorry, backed up. I don't think that the only thing that's going to get updated probably is the GUI, and you know, these three files probably right here are probably what's going to be updated. We can see that it was 626 was the last update. So once we get done, we should see a 99 here, right? So it is 626, should be 99. I'm going to go back down through here and grab anything that ends in wallet, right, or address book. I'm just going to do a real quick little copy of those backups. We'll do another backup. Now, if you were backing up for real, you know, you need to do this on another drive, right? So like a thumb drive or an external drive of some sort, or at least at a minimum not the same drive that the wallet's on, because if you lost this drive, if this drive crashed, then you're going to lose your backup too. You see what I'm saying? I'm putting it on the same exact drive. I don't normally do this. This is just for the show. So normally I'm going to be backing up to an external drive. So all right, so we got that backed up. So now we are probably good to go. So we need to get over here to their website. So we're going to go to Conceal.Network. You can see that up there in the top. And we are going to go to Desktop, and then Windows GUI. And then that's going to take us to their GitHub. All right, so it looks like this. Now, some things you want to kind of double check just to make sure you're not going to get in a situation where you're going to lose your crypto because you've downloaded a malicious wallet. So you want to check your security settings up here, make sure that the site information is correct. Now, we linked to it off of their website, okay? So, you know, there's pretty high confidence that it's good at this point. You got it verified down here. Latest release, you know, you got some things, you know, if you know the devs, I know that CryptoCats is one of the devs, so that's good. You know, each little item is increasing in my confidence that I'm not going to be taken advantage of here. So I'm going to actually be downloading the correct wallet, and everything should be good, right? So you verify the security up here, how things are looking, you know, certificate-wise. Make sure you are on the right site. All those little things that you double and triple check before you install software on your machine. All right, so we are on Windows, so I'm going to come down here and we are going to download the Win64.621.zip. So let's click on that. We'll go to downloads, we'll throw it in there. And then also what we're going to do is we're going to double check the hash of it. Okay, so according to whoever uploaded this file to GitHub, the SHA-256 file hash should be this right here for that particular wallet. We downloaded this wallet, and this is the hash for it. And remember, the hashes are just a way of validating the contents of the file have not been changed, you know, since they were uploaded to the website and the developer created it, right? So of course there's a way that if this GitHub was compromised, that they could throw up, they being the malicious actor, could throw up a compromised version of the wallet and change the hash on the website if they had that type of access to their GitHub, right? But again, this is just one way to increase the confidence that everything is okay. All right, so we're over here in downloads. We've got the zip file here. All right, so I'm going to go up here and I'm going to go to PowerShell. So I'm just going to launch PowerShell here. It opens up in a window like this. Then I'm going to type get dash file hash, right? And then we need to put the file name in there. So this is just one way of doing it. There's several different ways of doing it. This is the way I'm going to do it. All right, so there is the file hash. Now, I can tell you that you can just kind of eyeball it. You could do it from here, because if you just go, up and down here, and case doesn't matter. Like if you were comparing this in Notepad, it might paste these in as lowercase. Don't worry about that. But so you're just going to look at this kind of up and down. I can tell you that if one bit was changed in this file, then all of these are going to be different. It's going to completely change the file hash. So if you verify the first 6 or the first 8 and the last 6 or the last 8, then confidence is pretty good that it is okay and that it is the file that the devs believe that they uploaded. Okay, so that's a confirmation, so we're good there. I'm going to open up the folder again. We're going to right click. I'm going to extract it. I think that the only thing that's in here is the exe, I think. Yeah, so there's the exe. I'm going to right click, run as administrator. Probably going to come up with the crazy prompt that always comes up. Smart screen and all that stuff. Going to run it. And then it looks like this. Get all this out of here so it looks nice. I need to close this too. So let's close that wallet. Alright, then we're going to go next. And it knows, because the wallet's already installed, it knows where it exists. So this is probably a registry entry, I would assume. We're going to go next. If it didn't, then you would click browse and go to where you want to install it. And then next, or install, and then finish. Alright, so now we should have the latest wallet. So if I go over here to my shortcuts, my wallet shortcuts here, hang on a second. So if I go over here, go to, that's not what I want to, I could do it that way, but this one also has, make sure that's the same. Yep. So if we do go to that location, let's go to that location real quick here. Because I want to show you that the executable date changed, right? And it actually, the icon changed as well. So they've implemented their latest logo in here. But you can see right here it's 9.9, so we know that this file was updated. The other two might not have been. I don't know well, actually, we know that it was only this one. Actually, with the executable, I guess it could do a lot, but in this case, it looks like this was the updated file. Okay, so we know that my shortcut points to that. We're just going to launch it from here. So it comes up with a splash screen. Oh wow, this looks totally different. Okay, but again, like I was saying, this now opened into full screen. So it didn't really update. It doesn't look like it has increased the font size or anything like that. It looks like it is just made it to where it fits the screen. So that's cool. That's a nice addition. Instead of being cut off like it was before. I like that. Looks like they fixed the, let's see here. Yeah, this is like all new. It'd take me a second to look at this. Hang on. There's that. Okay. Now, used to up here, there was the value. So it looks like that's moved. The total value. Okay, so here's the total value down here in the bottom. Okay, so you got, you guys can see that, right? Yeah. So you got the status, synchronized, the height, the block height, which wallet I'm on, how many CCX are in there, and then the total USD value is over there. So you can see all that there. A font change would be nice. It's still a little small, you know, for people with large monitors and, you know, high resolution and stuff like that. It seems like maybe that is something that they could do, but you know, maybe that's in a future update. I don't know. I don't know. All right, let's check the chat, see what you guys are up to. All right, y'all are not yelling at me, so I think I will press on here. So let's go to, I said that one of the things I wanted to do was actually go through the unstaking and staking process. So we'll do that. And if you're wondering what I'm talking about here, this again, I said at the top, this project has been DeFi since launch. It is an interest earning staking reward project. And you can see right here, they've done 3. I think this is their 3rd update on the way that the project works as far as the interest earned, right? So this is showing you their 3rd, hopefully final iteration of their staking process. And you can see that there's 3 tiers depending on how many CCX you are actually staking, and then the more you stake, the more you earn, right? So that's just the way it works. A maximum is 6% APR. There's some different things in there, different types of, I think they actually mention it on here. Yeah, like base APR, and then how much you would earn based on how much more you're staking, right? So yeah, cool stuff, really cool. So let's go through a process here. We're gonna go to banking. I actually already did. And you can see actually over here on dashboard, it says right here, withdrawable, 50 CCX are withdrawable. So that means that I stake them, but then now that time period, because it's a hash time lock contract, the staking mechanism is, so that has expired. So now it is releasing those CCX back to me. It's telling me, hey, you can withdraw these, so do it. So that's what we're gonna do. So we're going to go to banking, and then we're going to go withdraw. Pretty simple. Now it's going to take some, it's probably going to take, yeah, see how it pulled my available out. It put it all as pending, or at least my stake is pending now. So we have to give it some time to get through the blockchain and be confirmed and all that stuff. I think it happens fairly fast, but I don't know if we want to actually wait on it. But in this case, I don't have any that I can stake. So let's move over to a different wallet. Let's go to, probably none in there. Let's see if there's any, yeah, there's none in there. So we don't want to do that. Let's see here. We'll go to this one. All right, so this one's got, oh, this one can be withdrawn also. So we'll do that. We'll withdraw this as well. Let's go to banking. We'll do withdraw. Actually, well, this one has more, so we're okay here. Although it locks it all up, it looks like. Oh shoot, I shouldn't have done that. All right. Well, yeah, I should have waited on that. Let's see if it'll let me stake anything. We're just going to go 1 month, and you can see the interest rate here, how many you're going to earn for that 1 month. Now you're only staking 1,000, so people might scoff at, you know, oh, I only earned 2.4, but you're only staking 1,000 for 1 month, right? If you increase the months, that's going to go up, right? I think you can go a maximum of 12, yeah. So a maximum of 1 year, so that's 4%, right? 40. So we're just going to do 1 month because I might need these. I mean, might need to transfer these funds at some point. So we're just going to go and see if it will let us make the deposit. And again, this is a hash time lock contract. It's staking on the blockchain, and you don't need to leave your wallet open or anything like that. It's just out there, and that's it. And it tells you here, once funds are locked in a deposit, you will not have access until the maturity. Are you sure you want to proceed? Okay. All right, so we just locked another 1,000, right? So we basically pulled 1,000, unlocked it, and then relocked it. And then it goes ahead and shows you the interest earned as well right here. Because remember, it was just 1,000. And then if I wanted to, I can just close this wallet. and they're still staked and everything's still good, I'm still going to earn that interest because it happens basically instantly, right? As soon as you stake it, it shows you how much you're going to earn at that time. Once you get out of that hash time lock contract, once you withdraw from the blockchain, from the cold stake. All right, that is going to do it for me. I'm still running a little long. That's 37 minutes. Actually, it's probably about 35 minutes of actual time because I think it's a couple minutes late. So if nobody's got any questions, be sure to smash that like on the way out. I don't know if anybody else is live. DCA Adventure doing anything? No. Doesn't look like anybody else is live. Okay, well, hopefully this was somewhat entertaining or beneficial or informative or something. If it is, hit the like, share, subscribe, comment, all that stuff. I noticed something, my videos get 0 comments almost. So I don't know why. I don't know why. I need to figure out a way to get more comments. I do have a board coming that I can write names on, so we'll do something like if you do a super chat, right, then I'll write your name on the board back there and it'll be visible, for all to see, like somewhere around in this area right here, back there on the board, but I'll write it big enough to where people can see it. So I think that might be kind of cool. Some way to interact with you guys. But anyway, I will see you guys tomorrow night. I'll be back. I will do a stream tomorrow night. Don't know what it's going to be on, of course, because I'm always behind in that situation. I never know what I'm going to cover. Kind of shoot from the hip most of the time. So, yeah, it was good. It was good finally talking about crypto again, because I've been out for a couple. I was out for 2 days that I normally stream on. So. But I'm back at it now, guys. I will see you guys. Yeah, right. Yeah, it's just, you're right. It's because we're live and you're commenting already. But if you're watching this video after the live stream, be sure to leave a comment, subscribe, like, share, all that stuff. I will see you guys tomorrow night, same time, 9:30 Eastern time. Stay savage, everybody.